From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, it's another installment of the International Series, and we've got a good one on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes caught. Kelsey, left side.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there was a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Load it! Load it! Hey, Alpha! Hey, let's get this, 44 is the mic, 44.
From the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is brought in at the 21. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. 16 yards, a first down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason. And that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Anthony Hitchens, second in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. On second down, it's Gordon. And a solid run down inside the 30. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 29.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now Gordon on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. this is up and good to make it 7-3. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Badgley now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
On 3rd down, Smith, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Finding room inside the 40. Wide open receiver complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Smith running right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Mahomes going to throw. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Hey, wahoo. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, man, easy, easy.
Throwing, Rivers. He's got his man here. It's Green. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down, Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Bill, 180, 180, 180.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come on. Check. Left. Check.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Block 11! Tighten up. Pull together. Alpha! 50, 50.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Rivers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Shift. Left. Red Delta! 50, Mike's 50. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
180.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it second and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Gregory 90, round 80. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Out. Quick dash. Come.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
28 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Back now in Mexico City. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
You go take. You got take.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A first down carry for Smith. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Yellow.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, it's Smith. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, That was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
Here's Gordon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Shoves him aside. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Orbit. I got you. Go, Mike 50. Here we go. Mike's 50.
Now Rivers. And able to find Green. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Black 15. Through. Check back 50. Corner jump.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Rivers. And Allen's got it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And now we're going to get a time to go in a game that's already been decided. On 3rd down, it's Smith. So celebration down on the field.